All right, so for Module 3, which covers Chapter 4, the first of my main ideas is that identity is subjective and it refers to a way that we view and perceive ourselves. And so this is actually pretty kind of different than what I originally thought identity was. I thought that identity was like this thing that was objective that everybody could, like, it pigeonholed you, like, oh, this is what this person is. But yeah, so this chapter kind of taught me that that's definitely not the case. And so the quote that I have is: identity refers to our reflective views of ourselves and other perceptions of our self images at both the social identity and personal identity level. So, yeah, I mean, this is really important. It basically defines how we define ourselves and how we may introduce ourselves to other people. Um, and it culminates, personal experience as well as our social identity as far as our like gender, religion, family background, all those kind of things. And so this is important when we're for intercultural communication because this is how the other person may perceive us as well. And so my second main point was to understand the person with whom you're communicating, you have to understand the identity that they deem important. And so just like we define an identity for ourselves, so does the person we're communicating with. And just because different things make up their identity, it doesn't mean that that is what that certain aspects of it they may hold higher than others. And so the quote that I chose was from page 93. And sorry, the quote from my first one was on page 73. But from page 93, with the understanding of how we can support, embrace, and understand those who are different from us, their layered and complex identities can open our minds and eyes to the diverse richness of the human spirit. And so we need to, respect the different facets of the other person's identity. And of course, as far as intercultural communication goes, interacting with people who are different from ourselves will, can be a very enriching experience for us. Having those different views and maybe even if we go to a deeper level we can take part in some of their traditions or customs and things like that. And so the diversity of the same human spirit basically is what I get from this quote, um, is what makes this identity important and intercultural communication important. And so that's what I've got for this week.